Welcome to the UDP
Yes.
broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends get together and talk about gaming related topics and offer both informed and uninformed opinions. I'm your host, Luminary, and I'm accompanied today by the co hosts, the Nordic Cajun.
Maximum Overnord.
Overnord?
Oh,
The
yes.
fuck's an Overnord?
I'll let you know when I find out.
All right.
It's bigger than an Undernord.
Yes.
God damn it, I hate it here.
The incredibly spiteful barcode Imy.
Hello. I am horribly confused, and I don't like being confused.
And the ghost of Christmas Pass, Rena, the Christmas chicken.
Yes. She's around somewhere. I'm not. She might have kid aggro. That might be what's going on.
If I had $1 for every time they'd IME.exe have to reboot, I would be a filthy millionaire right now.
Speaking
Thanks, I
of
hate it.
millionaires, this is an opinion show, and Imy has words for us.
Yeah. If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. Shut the fuck up. Don't sue us because we don't have any money, and I'll just laugh at you and eat your servers like the guy that ate the airplane. Number one. Number two, all the proceeds of the show go to the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project, if you don't know, is the leading organization to help stop the ongoing epidemic of youth and teen suicides among the LGBTQ community. They are a very fantastic organization. So if you've got extra money, please throw it their way. They desperately need your help with everything that's going on in these days. And like I said, if I want your opinion, you can have it. And don't you worry, I'll give it to you. Now fuck off and enjoy the show.
Well, don't fuck all the way off. We need you here.
Yes, come watch the show. But don't try and sue us, because I will just have a heyday ripping you apart.
Okay.
So anyways, hi, how are you people?
He will tear you apart like a charitable service.
Oh no,
agreement.
my booze is empty. Oh,
You should fix
Need to
it.
fix that.
I did fix it. That's how fast I drank it.
Oh wow! All right.
Fenris asks, Amy, what is my opinion?
Your opinion there, Fenris, is that you're a fantastic human being. You love to support the Trevor Project, and you love the content of the show.
I like the message. Good job, Fenris.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That is your opinion.
I fully endorse that opinion.
So,
yes.
So what have we missed? We've had a couple of fantastic duo shows over the last few weeks. We missed last week because I spent my time learning Apache Spark, which I'm still not familiar with and is confusing as hell.
Nerd.
Yeah, money.
I didn't. That doesn't preclude you from being a nerd.
I've also been learning things. Believe it or not, the Nord has been putting his big boy brain on.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with Godot, trying to learn how to do a roguelike.
Yep, he's making.
I'm glad you finished that sentence because I heard twiddling and then you cut out for half a second. So I inferred twiddling my brain because I heard "ain" at the end there, and all euphemisms for a male genitalia don't mix very well with the letters AIN. So yeah, way to go, Discord.
Discord. It's been a fun learning experience so far. I already showed Lemmy my first step forward. I made a little guy possibly able to run around in dark space. So I have taken my first step into making my fart box.
Fart box. There might be a crit chicken joining us here momentarily.
That's awesome.
Maybe not say the word fart box because the internet exists and
isn't that what you called it?
No. It's
no. I said go make your fart hotel. Go make your fart game.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That
was the name of the game.
Did you got a hold of me? It was like fart room. I was like, I knew what you meant. It was no problem. Now you said fart box, and all I could think is that stupid saying, "I'm gonna tongue punch you in the fart box," and that's just
yeah. That's all I'm hearing.
It was fart room. Oh god, I done fucked myself. All right, buddy.
I mean, what you do in your own time is up to you, but
all right, guys, you have a good night. Take it. See you next week.
Bye bye.
So, over the last few weeks, we had a lot of Pragmata stuff come through. Such a great game.
We have a crit chicken, I think.
Maybe.
That's me. I'm back.
Let's see here. What else? Nord went to go see Hatsune Miku concert.
Yes.
With Akoni. So that had we're going to hear about that later. And Amy had a wonderful visit with the Crit Chicken when she came to Maple Land.
Yes,
Maple
yeah. She had a fun time driving down here, and then a even more fun time dodging tornadoes on the way back. Because there's normal weather, and then there's tornado weather on the prairies.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. That's Tuesday here. I had sirens going off. You know what I was doing? Playing Diablo 4. So, it's Tuesday. So, other than that,
I don't blame you.
by the way, the new expansion for Diablo 4 is really, really, really good. Like,
I've been hearing some good stuff.
You're the second person to tell me that, and I'm trying to resist buying it now. I really am.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Like, it's still your standard run of the mill loot pinata, where you pretty much run around and then you just pull the lever and just equipment pops out everywhere. And of course, it's also convoluted and getting through everything. But other than that, the story was really good. Like from start to finish, where you like take out Mephisto. I'm not like giving you any spoilers. You're going to kill Mephisto. It's like not knowing if the Titanic sinks or not, right? But the journey there was really good. I enjoyed it. Played it all the way through. I killed Mephisto. Saw the ending, and now I'm doing the never-ending quest for the best gear, as you do in those type of. Anything in the news that caught your eye over the last couple weeks you guys want to talk about?
I'll go last because Crafton, the who knows what anymore, owner of Unknown Worlds, the publishers or developers of Subnautica 2, got their ass handed to them in court a few months back, and it's been hilarious to read through the ruling. It is so fucked. I'll go last.
Okay, fair enough. Cajun, you got anything up front?
The only thing that really caught my attention was the random flailing from Nintendo to try to get attention with their bomb drop about a new Star Fox game.
Oh yeah, that and the raise of the Ocarina of Time for Switch 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I use the term new Star Fox game very lightly because just from what I've seen, it just looks like Star Fox 64 with a new coat of paint. At least what I've seen from what I've seen so far. I didn't watch it direct. I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, I saw
But
that float across the feed, and I'm sitting there thinking, is it going to be a remake or whatever? I know that one of the articles from the Newsbot that it aggregated in had to deal with some of the original artists not being satisfied with how the new models look.
yeah,
So,
the models look like garbage. If I'm going to be completely honest, like they even said that the design for Fox McCloud from the Mario movie that just came out is far better than the one they did for the video game. Like it's pretty bad. The frog looks okay. Pippy looks okay. I like the frog.
Like first edition Sonic movie, Sonic the Hedgehog bad, or
Let me see. Let me see if I can help you. Let me think. One second. Let's see. Star Fox game.
because I saw the Mario Galaxy movie and I thought it was pretty good, but it's kind of played out right now. Like they hit all the right notes in the first one. The second one was okay. There was still a lot of like nerdgasm stuff in there, but it wasn't as impactful, right? And that's
what me and the Nordling were talking about when we went to go see it. Like it was a good movie, but in terms of how good the first one was, it was just a a fan movie. It wasn't really like groundbreaking compared to because you really can't. It's kind of hard to catch that same lightning in the bottle with the same series.
True, but they did throw down some interesting lore drops because there's been a lot of theory crafting between who Rosalina is and whatnot, and they finally tied that together in this movie, which was interesting.
But the thing is, though, they tied it together for the movie lore. um, I don't want to bring back an old video from way back when, but Matt Pat from Game Theory tore into Rosalina's backstory for a two-parter, and just with the details and the clues that he found that they gave throughout those books that Rosalina reads in Mario Galaxy, it turns out that Mario and Peach aren't the mother and father. It's actually Luigi and Peach, and that had brought up a huge like and like people still talk about it to this day. It's crazy because just every detail that they say about who the dad was matches Luigi 100%. Doesn't match Mario at all.
Leave it to Matt
And then
Pat
you
to do
come to the
something like
movie.
that.
Go ahead.
Leave it to Matt Pat to do something like that. It's like, what's the most absurd thing we can like string together with what we know? How about this? Yeah. No, we're gonna do that.
I mean, it was. I don't. I like his stuff. I really do. But that one, of all of his stuff that he's shown, I was like, I. Why can I actually see this? Why can I actually? Why do I actually like? I can feel like he's on the right track with this one,
Yeah.
because Nintendo is notorious for um being very vague with their lore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very, very. They're not very good at keeping their lore like together. If you guys look at the chat, you can see the Star Fox stuff.
Well, let me go check here.
And this is from the direct itself.
Falco
looks okay. Our broadcast chat.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. What in the fuck is that?
Exactly. Now you're seeing why they're like, what's the fox doing?
It looks like he just got finished smoking a bowl and had like 13 donuts to himself. Like, what is that?
Like he thick boy.
He is thick boy. He's got his winter coat in and he's wearing a coat. He's got to be hot. I mean, the group photo is not so bad. I like that, but like just just
Falco and the frog, I love
the apathetic look he has on his face, and just he's got that Discord admin look, and his face is all puffy. He's just like, I mean, they tried. I will give them that, but there was more character in the design for the Super Mario movie Star Fox or Fox McCloud than what this is.
Absolutely. And to just come back full circle to like what I was saying, they're really bad about their lore when it comes to all their characters. Like they still haven't really given a definitive explanation to why in the first 3 Mario games Bowser has 8 kids. Then all of a sudden you get to the 3D platforms and those kids vanish, and now you have Bowser Jr. Like, where'd the other kids go? Did they just fall off the face of the planet? Were they really his kids to begin with? We never know. Like they're really bad about it.
Yeah,
so when we put good,
I said, yeah, it's all over the place. I agree with you there. I mean, we're also talking about the humble beginnings of you are a plumber and you are stuck in the plumbing area and you have to bump these creatures and knock them off the level. Like, I mean,
yeah. The original Mario game, absolutely, I 100% agree with you. There should have not been any lore. You are Mario in a magical world setting a princess. That's all the lore you needed for that game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Period.
I mean, they started introducing a lot of that with Super Mario Brothers 3. We're not going to talk about 2 because 2 was a reskin of Doki Doki Panic or some shit.
Yep, because 2, they actually if you go play the lost levels in Mario All Stars of Super Nintendo, that was supposed to be Mario 2, but they thought it was too hard for the American kids. And now here we are with a game like Mario Maker and Kaizo, and it's like you didn't know what these kids were ready to do back then.
Oh yeah, no, given the same opportunity, and that goes back to the whole xenophobic like lifestyle and belief systems they have, where no other children other than ours can do such a thing, and it's
right.
And it, to some degree it is true. And it's just because of cultural upbringing and the standards are higher. I totally get that. But given half a chance, like any kid will get their hands on something, and the next thing you know, you're watching them play whatever character. They're wearing a bathrobe and carrying around an umbrella, just doing whatever, like clipping through walls and getting through stuff. So I mean, it's unfair for an entire culture to feel that way and gear stuff like, oh, we have to make this stupid so that way other people could play this game. It's not very fair, but it was a very different time back then in the 80s, right? And even before. So
especially now that you have that entire generation now addicted to Eversoft games and live for getting defeated over and over again because it's just fun.
You mean FromSoft?
What did I say?
Eversoft.
My euphemisms are bad tonight. Like, I didn't even mean to go that route.
This is fine.
You words in the good, yes. Don't worry.
Yeah, the Everfrost game. It's it was light bodies, and we run around with fart box weapons, and I mean, it's fine. So, but yeah, no, it's interesting. All the theories that came out of and that's just it. Everything that I've watched from MatPat, I never really took for this is actual lore. I think it's an interesting
for sure
thought piece of like, oh yeah, no, Mario and Peach. Rosalina is the time traveling daughter of these two, and so forth and so on. Okay, so that makes sense. I mean, I'm totally down with that. Or it's Luigi and Peach, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe Mario didn't work out. Whatever, right?
Well, just on that same note, before you get to your next like idea with that,
Yeah.
In the original Mario game, Peach knocks Mario to the side. He goes to Daisy's world in the Game Boy Mario world, and goes after her instead.
Oh yeah.
So they secretly put that in the lore that Mario and Peach weren't together, and he went chasing after Daisy in Salada Land. So
the motives behind all of that. So, I mean, they place this. Oh, okay, and mind you, we're going to take this in 2026 terms right now, knowing what we know about sexism and all this other shit, right? Then we're talking about games from a time where the sole goal of the male protagonist is to get the girl at the end. Right? That was just it. You had to go save the princess. Why did the princess need saving? Why couldn't it be a prince? Why is Mario saving this kingdom? Like it's a logical progression of this is a dude, and this dude has a goal of saving this girl, and it is assumed that gender roles are going to take place in that particular situation. And mind you, I'm not trying to turn this into a political piece or anything, but if you think about it, that's always been the MO. Big strong guy, have gun, go save fancy girl because girlfriend stolen or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah, Hulk, Unga Bunga, Hulk smash, must go save girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I was actually kind of thrilled when I saw there was a whole Peach video game. How did that turn out anyway? Like it showed up on my radar, and then it just kind of, I mean, I heard it was good, and then it just kind of like faded out. Like, yeah, this is a game that exists, and then I haven't heard from it since until we started talking about this, and that's why I brought it up. But
I haven't got to play it, but I haven't heard anything bad about it. Like anything that flips tropes on its head, I'm here for.
I don't know if it flips tropes on his head. Like her whole thing is that she changes clothes and changes powers, which they did in Final Fantasy X-2 with Yuna.
Right.
What was it? Yuna, Riku, and the new girl who's all gothy and whatnot. Who I think somebody theory crafted that was like Lulu's daughter or some shit. So,
wasn't she pregnant though? She was pregnant in X-2.
I don't know. She carried around a little doll. That was like her weapon. I don't know if she was pregnant.
No. In X-2, you actually come across Lulu again, and she's definitely preggers.
Was she preggers? Because I mean, I can't remember.
I think her and Waka did get together.
Well, he did have the balls. So
yes, he did it. He knew how to handle them too, baby.
His pullout game was weak.
He just fell for the goth dummy mommy. All you got, it happened, man.
Why are you like this?
I mean,
I asked myself that.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy X?
I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games, so I didn't have a console.
Okay, all right. So check this out. The ball that we're talking about is for Blitzball, which is a spherical underwater polo/soccer type game.
Okay.
Hence the ball jokes.
Right. So,
Gotcha.
But the thing about this ball that I'm going to drive home here is that it was bumpy. It wasn't just a round ball; it had knobs on it.
God damn it! Why? Why are you guys like this? Nintendo? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, that's Squaresoft.
Yeah, that was straight Squaresoft.
I'm still blaming Nintendo. Nintendo gets blamed for everything.
When in doubt, blame Nintendo. I agree.
So
100%.
But all in all, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't an amazing movie. It was a movie for sure. I had fun. So I think they were just trying to tie up a lot of loose ends because I don't think you could beat the amount of thought and love that went into the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's kind of like getting like watching The Land Before Time, originally animated by Don Bluth, and then being like, "Oh snap! They have a Land Before Time 10," and find out it's a sing along and it's not even animated by the same guy, and everything's watered down.
Ew. I only ever watched the first one.
The first one gave me this, like, between that and The Secret of Nim, I have a mental issue that I will never be able to fix. Littlefoot's mom and the whole mud scene in The Secret of Nim just, yeah.
Fun story. You know, the first time I saw The Secret of Nim,
Mm-hmm.
I was but a wee blockhead. And by wee, I mean I was like maybe 3 or 4. And this is back when cable was being offered. There's no longer antenna broadcast, but there was a company out there that would pipe more than just the 4 stations it would get over broadcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little cable box and had a switch on it, and it had 2 extra channels. One was HBO,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember sitting there on the floor, and it was time, and my mother wanted me to see this cartoon. And she turned it on, and I'm 3 or 4. Imagine, like, it's a Secret of Nim. Like, at 3 or 4. It was good. I loved it. But I don't.
Of course, it's still one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh yeah.
But it's caused emotional damage.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So,
Between that, Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, Rock-a-Doodle-Doo,
Rock-a-Doodle-Doo. That's right.
That's a title I haven't heard in a long time.
Dude, that movie also left emotional scarring on a young Nord. But then The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, I was about to mention that. But what about The Brave Little Toaster? That was...
That again, all the heart, all the pain, all the drama, all the crying.
That radio, though, was great.
Yes, he was.
So, all right. Well, I think we've talked the Super Mario Galaxy movie into the ground now. So.
and made fun of every single Star Fox fan to date because my boy, the craziest thing to me, that just to put a nail in this coffin, was the fact that they don't have their metal feet anymore. They actually have their real feet. Now, for those of y'all who don't understand that joke, I think Amy can back me up on this kind of information. For people who go into space, they lose a lot of circulation in their body because they lose the natural force of gravity on Earth.
Yep.
So,
our bodies are slightly designed to use gravity.
Mm-hmm. So in Star Fox, all of them had their legs cut off. I think from their knees down, they have metal legs.
Yeah, there's a reason you would do that, and that's to protect you from G-forces.
Yeah, all of them have that. This game, they have their natural feet. So I don't know how. Yeah, like I think they showed Falco with his feet, Fox with his feet. People are confused. So I don't know.
I remember that in the first one, people talking about how lore-wise nobody had their own feet, and that makes sense because when you're pulling a turn, like there's no gravity in space, but you generate your own inertial gravity because you're going in one direction, all of a sudden you're moving in another. Your body still wants to travel in the original plane of direction or plane of travel. And if you get rid of your legs, you tend to be able to go farther in a G-induced turn than you could otherwise. And that actually reminds me, there is a World War II pilot. I want to say, World War II, British, who was short, number one, and number two had lost both his legs and was originally told you can't fly because you don't have all your body parts. Turns out when he finally convinced people to let him fly, he had the biggest cheat code for pulling G's because he didn't pass out as easily.
Hey.
Yeah, Blade didn't have as far to pull in his legs because he was cut off at the knees, and he was able to withstand higher G turns. That's like ultimate cheat codes.
Well, that's legit.
Everyone in chat's like, what the fuck did I just learn? Yes.
Yeah, well, you can learn on this podcast, believe it or not.
I know, it's weird. Every time we learn something, I'm like, did I just fucking learn something? What?
Yeah, hopefully.
Fun-ucational.
The Today I Learned section of our podcast. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's disturbing how much.
Off of freaking Star Fox, of all things.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
Anyway.
the only other article I really wanted to talk about, and it kind of ties into the whole stop killing games thing, but not really.
You're clipping yourself, bud.
What?
Yeah.
You're clipping yourself.
I'm clipping myself.
If you're on push to talk, increase the push to talk delay.
Nope, I wasn't able to do push to talk at all.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's probably Electron Discord. The actual recording should be fine though, because it's through OBS.
All right.
So if I don't sound right or you don't understand, just say, "Lumi, the fuck did you just say?" And I'll be like, "What?" So we'll be fine. So
Nani?
So Kotaku put out an article that said, failed online shooter won't shut down because games are art and deserve to be preserved. This is the first time I've seen a developer make that statement, and it was for a game called Blindfire. It's free to play now if you ever want to go pick it up and try it out. But apparently it's a first-person shooter in the dark.
First-person shooter in the dark? That sounds both horrific and fun.
Yep.
How the hell does that even work?
I don't know. It's free. You should try.
It's called Spray and Pray.
But yeah, it's Blindfire, and I think it was interesting that was actually just stated by a developer. I'm like, okay, so they're doing that. So they're going to have a server, even though not many people play. It's just going to be there for people who do want to play if they decide to play, which I think is cool. But that's also one of the fates of making an online-only game. I mean, you have to have something to make it online. So I think it's interesting. I don't know how long they're going to keep it open or whatever, but it is now a thing that exists. Oh, and the other headline that I actually tagged Amy in, which was this is I'm just going to read the headline. I'm not going to go into details. You want to know about it, you can go find it. GameStop eBay saga gets weirder. CEO says he was suspended from eBay for selling stuff on eBay to pay for eBay.
Yes, I heard about that.
What? I need context to this story.
Eternal Beta was talking about that as well. Apparently, the CEO was buying stuff on eBay for the sole purpose of being able to buy eBay for the sake of owning eBay.
I'm getting like a bad pimp your ride situation. Like, we heard you like eBay, so we put eBay in your GameStop so GameStop could buy your eBay so you can get more eBay in your eBay.
Yes.
That's what I just
That is
Yep, that tracks. Okay.
Essentially what was going on.
That's fantastic. Because they're already not giving you any money for the stuff you sell, so they're going to pay you. They're going to make you buy stuff from them just to sell back to them on eBay, so they can complete the cycle. You see that's what they're going at. That's what they're trying to do.
It's all coming full circle.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
That's all I had on my list until we got off on the theory crafting thing. I was going to bring up the whole Squall is dead thing, but I think I've terrorized enough people with exactly.
There's not many things that make my skin crawl, but that picture will always do it.
Yep. Do you know what we're talking about, Amy? You've probably slept since then.
A little bit. I've slept a little bit.
Oh.
No, I don't know much about what you're talking about, which makes it even funnier.
Well, there's a theory where the lead character of the game, Final Fantasy VIII, Squall, is actually dead. It's an old game, and I'm not worried about spoilers. So there's a point, you play the game, and everything seems really cool, really good up to the point. And by really good, I mean everything tracks. Like your brain can understand, okay, magic, so forth and so on. They're doing this thing until they get to the scene with the parade float, and the Empress is your target for assassination or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Squall goes in for the kill, and she shoots an ice shard straight through his chest. And he kind of falls down, and everything blacks out, and he wakes up, and they explain stuff to him. but everything starts degrading over time as far as like memory. And mind you, this is also standard Square MO when it comes to storytelling anyway, of like, yeah, the story kind of falls apart towards the end. But in this particular case, we're talking like the end sequences were people without faces, and in one scene, there's this scene where it shows a picture of Squall with his face hollowed out, so it was just black.
Excellent.
Right? Of
like I'm trying to think of the show. There's a show where something latches onto somebody's face, and when the thing comes off, the face is just one like circular motion. There's no face anymore. Imagine that, but went into the skull, and there's nothing but a black void.
Yummy.
That was the picture, and like I said, there's not much that can make my skin crawl. That thing gives me the creeps.
Here, I'm going to copy this picture, and I'm going to send it directly to Amy. I'm going to send it to Amy. I'm not going to paste it anywhere else.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no,
All right.
This is of
I
nightmares.
anticipate hell.
Good. Discord is slow because I'm streaming and shenanigans. There is the Doge. And Control V. And there you go, Amy. Good luck. You want to see it too?
Fenris wants to see it too.
That's funny. It's just a void. That's all.
Yeah, well,
it'd be cooler if there was like ripped out like parts still being able to be seen. I think that would be cool.
Here's the thing, I mean, here's the thing. You're seeing it as just a regular picture of a game you haven't played. That picture is a picture of somebody that you get emotionally attached to in the game.
Oh, my friend.
That is the lead character.
My friend, I commit war crimes in RimWorld. Do you think I get emotionally attached?
This was before the deadening of the nerves. This was back when Nord was a wee bitty teenager when he played this game. So to see this, even in adult age, of all the Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy VIII, I dug the most hours into, just because I wanted to max out all of my characters, get all the summons and all that good stuff. The only one I'd have more time in would have been Final Fantasy VII. And I loved Squall's character. I did. And so when Lumi showed me that picture, it was like teenage Nord got stabbed in the gut.
Fenris, I went ahead and I sent it to you in a personal Discord message just so you can see. So that image I showed you, Amy, was in the middle of like the ending sequence, and it wasn't just like, oh, here it is, and it like slowly goes in, so your brain has time to comprehend what the fuck it is it just saw. It was just like less than half a second of that going beep, and it was gone. Meanwhile, it's showing like people without faces, and
it was just at the South Park meme, and it's gone.
Yeah. and you were there.
I don't see a problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
You wouldn't.
But again,
no, I really won't. You give me too much credit.
The whole Squall is dead stuff is all theory, right? It's been talked about, it's been disproven, it's been proven. People talk about psychosis and what happens in the brain when you die and the whole thing. It goes way deeper than I ever thought it could ever go. But just like Nord, that image haunts my brain every time I think about Final Fantasy VIII. Like, I don't want to play the remake of it because I don't want to see what the remake's version of that is. So
I didn't even know they had a remix version of 8.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a remake. It's like a remaster.
No, I don't want to see that picture remastered. Nope. Yeah. Because, and it's not the first game to do that. Freaking, like, the main character is dead the whole time, either. Like, that was the whole freaking theory behind Majora's Mask, too. The whole time, Link is dead.
Yep.
So that's another lore dump we could do another night. I know we've done enough dumping tonight.
Well, the thing about Zelda is, though, there's like 3 different timelines to worry about, and it gets weird. But we need to talk about what Amy brought to the table tonight. What you got tonight, Amy?
Oh, nothing much. Just a little bit of Subnautica 2 news. It's a little bit old. It's from March, but we glanced over it because we've been super busy with life. But just to recap, Subnautica 2 was delayed. Well, was on track for an early access release back in August last year. The publisher Krafton Inc. decided they wanted to buy out the company. They then terminated the employment of the three original founders, the CEO and the two other guys, saying that initially that they had abandoned the project or had entered semi-retirement, whatever. We spoke about it before, and I said one of the funniest things will be during the discovery phase, because once the accusation of them abandoning the project was posted to Unknown World Entertainment's website, the three original founders were like, well, actually, and they had a litany of things that disproved very strongly what was going on. That was just in stated fact. And I tended to believe them at the time because what they were saying made more sense. And then Crafton sort of pulled back on the, well, you abandoned the project, and instead went, you downloaded data from us and you were doing other things. And then the three founders were like, yeah, you okayed it and you knew that we were going to do some other things that were going to be barely any of our actual working time. What's your point? Oh, and by the way, the data that we downloaded, we thought you were going to delete, so we backed it up just in case, and we have since returned the data to you. So I don't understand. Well, the lawsuit was filed by the three original founders against Crofton, saying, what the actual fuck? Crafton at one point even said, they changed their tune again and said, oh, well, you didn't want to pay out the $250 million bonus that was going to be towards you and the employees. If you don't know, Crafton bought UWE for $500 million cash and a potential earnings bonus of up to $250 million. So $750 million was sunk into this company with the 250 on reserve. That 250 would be paid out if certain sales targets were hit. Now, around 2024, 2025, things were looking really good, and it was looking more and more, and this is according to internal documents that have been, read and put into public record through discovery. It was looking more and more like they were going to guaranteed to hit the minimum $69 million, payout that would trigger the $250 earnings payout. And the CEO of Crafton Inc., Mr. Kim, I can't remember his first name, Mr. Idiot, decided that he felt that he had signed too much money paid too much money for the company, and he feared that he was going to be viewed as a pushover because he was very weak and overpaid for the company. So Mr. Kim, and he actually checked with his lawyers, against the advice of his lawyers, decided, you know what? I'm going to find a way to fire these people. So initially they said, oh, you weren't doing anything, you were in semi-retirement. Then the tune changed to, you took stuff from us. And then it was, oh, you weren't going to pay out the employees like you were supposed to. No. Essentially, the lawyer said, don't try and fight or fire them with cause because you won't win. So because the lawyer said one thing he didn't like, which was don't do that, he consulted the greatest legal mind on the planet, known as ChatGPT, which also has been entered into discovery. He basically started a group called Project X within the company at Crafton to find a way to oust the three original founders.
Wait. This man said Project X, like from freaking Wolverine X-Men? Like, he really went that deep? Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He drank from Elon's cup.
I am draining this tea. Please continue.
Article P of the 300 some odd page lawsuit decision. At ChatGPT's suggestion, CEO Kim formed an internal task force dubbed, quote, Project X. The task force's mandate was to either negotiate a deal on the earnout or execute a takeover of Unknown Worlds. They looked to buy time. On June 4th, I believe this is all 2025 time period, Richard Yoon, Crafton's head of strategy and operations, circulated a plan outlining the next steps. After having a discussion with Kim, he directed Crafton's messaging, including to Gil, be that Crafton was, quote, in the process of internal alignment. Normally that means layoffs, but in this case it meant layoffs, but just at Subnautica. He also shared a draft announcement that Crafton would make to Unknown Worlds fans, suggesting that Subnautica 2 would be delayed and that Cleveland and McGuire, two of the other founders, had been uninvolved with the game. So it was absolute lies, is what it comes down to. The judge has since ruled that the fact that Crafton locked out UWE out of Steam to prevent them from releasing it on time, then posted false statements, then created legal memos to try and justifying the removal, then the termination was all on junk reasons, and the actual memos to fire people was basically, oh, we're thinking you're going to try and prematurely release the game. Now, if you remember at one point during this whole shit show, there was a comment from Crafton saying the multiplayer aspect of the game was not where it needed to be. We are not going to have it. We're pulling that from the game. Well, if you check the Subnautica 2 page now on Steam, it still includes that. And Crafton's not listed as a publisher, so that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. So the judge back in March said the original CEO, Gil, gets his job back. The other two guys didn't get their jobs back because at this point, the CEO has been granted full control of the company. No influence from Crafton. So basically, he has the ability to hire the original two guys back. But the day after the judge rendered the decision against Crafton, somehow it was quote unquote leaked somehow to the media that the game would be releasing on the 14th of May, 2026. And yeah, so there's a separate lawsuit that's been filed basically from Gil and the other McGuire and the other one, I can't remember off the top of Cleveland, basically saying Crafton leaked that release date on purpose to force their hands, basically giving them April, May, like 2 months, or sorry, March. Yeah. So basically 2 and a bit months to make sure the game was in an early access release state. Basically being a dickhead one more time. So that lawsuit is pending. The internal projections at the low end of the game said they were going to easily hit the $69 million payout level. $192 million minimum is what they were looking at, with a maximum of around $249 million in projected sales. That is huge. That is massive for the community. So now that Crafton released or like leaked the early access date, it essentially means that Unknown Worlds has been forced to release the game ahead of schedule. So here's where it gets shitty. If the game is great, cool, no harm, no foul. If the game has problems, Crafton is going to seize this as an opportunity to say, look, you were too stupid to run the company. You were uninterested. And they're just going to shit talk the hell out of them. And unfortunately, the original three founders are going to be up against fans who are going to be merciless, which I think is wholly unjustified. And I really think Mr. Kim needs to be sued into non-existence. All of this he did. Kim did this all because he didn't want to be seen as a pushover for paying $500 million for a company with an additional $250 million earnings bonus. $750 million.
No.
If you think you overpaid for the company, why did you offer to buy it for that much money? Like, you might think you're a pushover. I think you're a fucking moron. Oh, and guess what? It's an opinion show. If you want my opinion, I'll give you yours, fucko. Anyways. So, yeah, and the judge also found that them downloading the data was not done out of malice, but more so to protect the company, protect the game from malicious removal by fucking Crafton. So, yeah. It's absolutely stupid. So now the CEO Gil, he regains his full authority over the product roadmap, launch decisions, planning, budgeting, employee matters, like the company. Yeah. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. Oh yeah, there was a originally the early access was slated for July 1st last year, and then the board of directors at Crafton said no, you can't release it. That decision has now been rendered ineffective. Like fuck you, that you didn't make that decision. There's
We're
also an
doing wrong.
injunction against Crafton now. They're enjoined or prevented from interfering with Gil's authority, using the board to circumvent the purchase agreement and the profit payout agreement, and they're also prevented or enjoined from blocking the Subnautica 2 early relaunch or early access launch, and they have to restore all of the Steam publishing rights, all of the access that they previously had.
That's intense.
So,
holy shit.
Yeah, and because the original earnout payout date was already passed almost, the court has now actually extended that earnings window in which they can earn that bonus by another 258 days. So they're now eligible to get that $250 million payout up to September 15th, 2026. And their lawyers have an optional 6 months to extend that to March 15th, 2027. The only reason I would see the lawyers extending it by another 6 months is if sales don't go as well as they would hope. But given the hype for this game, given the fan base ravenousness for this game, I think they'll be all right. I will absolutely be buying the game. Fuck Crafton, but good on these guys for suing an underhanded, sleazy CEO who felt like the only way to save face or save his honor or whatever the fuck you want to call it was to fuck over other people. That is a shitty person who is a pushover and should be walked over and have his balls stomped on every day. Unless he's into that, in which case, no, let's not encourage him to get pleasure out of that.
Sounds like
he got a kink. It sounds like he got a kink. He got a shame kink. So we don't.
Yeah, honestly, and I do kink shame, but I don't know how to handle this one because apparently he likes humiliation.
Yeah, same way we handled the Ashes of Creation guy. Just a lot of WTF and chasing him out of business.
Sir, why don't you go introduce yourself to I don't know, cassowaries? Go try and hug a cassowary. I want to watch that.
Yes.
Try and hug one. I just got to see what happens to you. Those things are fucking insane.
Indeed. Well, speaking of insanity, it's time for the round table. What are you doing this week?
As his mic dies.
Yeah.
Entirely dies.
Well, you say that. Like I said, it's this new Discord. OBS will be fine, so... yeah, either way. So, round table time. Let's go.
Yes.
Amy, you're up.
I am building the International Space Station in Kerbal Space Program. It is certainly one of the more challenging things that I've ever built in this game, and I'm still building because I have been doing it for like 3 weeks now. I'm still having a blast with this. I am up to installing solar panel S6 or starboard number 6. So if you were to look at it head on, that's the left-hand side. All the way at the very far end is the solar panel I'm about to install. Yeah.
Good stuff. Cajun.
More learning, more drawing, more arting. I'm getting back into the swing of creation. I just need to figure out how I'm going to channel it all into the proper channels.
Oh,
I'm looking forward. Good.
We also got to talk about Hatsune Mike. So you also did that while you were out.
So yeah, I went to the Hatsune Miku Expo in Austin last week with our friend Echo, and it was a blast. It was, if you would think that going to a concert with a hologram as the actual singer would be kind of off, kind of weird. No, the hype was just as real as if they were actual characters on stage. The artist who played the actual instruments had enough energy to fill the entire auditorium by themselves without Miku. But adding Miku and all of her fellow dancers on there, just seeing the community come together like that and to celebrate something was moving, especially in today's age. Like it's so rare to see genuine hype and genuine enjoyment of something without any hoopla on the outskirts. Case in point, while we were traveling around the area, we came across this little bookstore, and we went in there, and they had some. It was a beautiful vibe, just small little hometown bookstore, games you could play. They had these little areas where they had custom bookmarks made out of old magic cards. Like it was a beautiful little setup. So I bought a bunch of stickers, a bunch of the bookmarks, and took it to the owners. They were running the place at the time, and it's a small shop, so you probably imagine they have their regulars. So seeing big giant ass me walk in the door, they were like, "Hey, where are you from?" I was like, I'm from so and so. I'm here for the concert." And she tilts her head and she's like, "What concert?" I was like, "There's a Hatsune Miku concert in town." And apparently she massive fan of Hatsune Miku, but had no clue that there was a concert going on in the area.
Rip.
I know. I felt so bad for her. Like she was. I could see the distraught in her eyes when she said that she had no clue, and I felt so bad because I'm just some unga bunga who got told by a friend on the internet, "Hey, you want to come to a concert randomly like a half a year ago?" And I got to go to the concert that she didn't have a chance to. So when we went to the concert, that little merch table, and me being who I am, I purchased a little wall scroll of Miku that you can hang up. It's this cute little picture of Miku in one of her costumes from the concert. And the next day, we went out there back to the store, and I went in and I saw two different people behind the counter, and it wasn't the owner. I was like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to pull this off." But then all of a sudden, to my left, I hear, "Oh my God, hi!" And I look, and there she is, just standing there with a couple other people chit chatting about books. And she asked me about the concert. I told her about it, and I had the scroll hid behind my arm, so she couldn't see I was holding anything. And I told her I felt so bad you couldn't go, so I had to do this, and I pulled it out, and she freaks out. She accepts the gift. She opens it and unrolls it. All of her friends and coworkers see it. They all freak out, and she near the point of tears because she says nobody has ever done something like this for me, and I that made my trip. Like being able to share something out of the community that she got to miss out on was worth the concert just going. So it was that alone made my entire trip. Going to meet Echo was a trip. Seeing the concert, I got to try Korean barbecue for the first time while we were out there. Like it was an experience. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to do it. And I'm looking forward to my next adventure.
Yep. Nordic Cajun, bringing smiles to a city near you. When are you going to go on
Mm-hmm.
tour, Nord?
If the moment I get the funds, I will go to a city near you. You just let me know.
Yeah, you keep that streaming career up. We'll have Nordpalooza. I'll help. I'll help with
That's
it.
it. NordCon, let's go.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let me go into what's going on with me. Same old, same old. Watching manga and geeking out on that. It's been one of my favorite things lately is to watch manga recaps on YouTube. So that's been
YouTube.
a thing. Yep. And other than that, still working with Python, still working with Spark, still bringing up my SQL skills. I'm learning so much. It is a lot of fun. I am back in a place where I am growing and no
Learning is
longer
fun.
stagnating. So, yeah.
There's another little quick little fun fact. The Nordling, he convinced me to let him start watching Jujutsu Kaisen with me, and he's been absolutely loving it. The only reason why I bring it up is because you said you're watching that stuff on YouTube, and when he plays games on his computer while he's playing his Five Nights at Freddy's and Roblox and all that, he's got YouTube Shorts playing constantly on the left side because overload. And apparently, one of the people he watches just goes over Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. So I'm sitting here, we're watching the show, and he's just all of a sudden going, "Oh my god, this must be the part that da 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 da." I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about?" And that happens. Like, how did you know? He just grins at me, and then he starts saying the name of every single character off the rip, and I haven't even learned the character's name yet. I was like, "Dude, why are you even watching the show? You know what's going to happen." He's like, "But I want to watch it."
Because the animation is awesome.
That's it. It's a fun trip. It's a lot of fun.
Indeed. So yeah, no, that's us. That's this week. That's episode 126. We are done. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the word of the UDP broadcast, and bring light to all of the trans children at risk, and support the Treasure Project and all the other good stuff. I don't have a subscribe button. I have a donate button. If you subscribe, cool. I would rather you just give money to the Trevor Project. And if you don't trust Twitch to handle your donation money and the receipts, just donate directly to the Trevor Project. They'll be appreciated, especially with some of the laws and budget cuts that have come across. They need it. So, yeah, that's it. We are done. Thank you very much.
You had a very beautiful speech, and I feel bad that most of it got chopped.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this OBS is great. You'll hear it later. But yeah, no, we're done. So thanks everyone, and Nord, see us out.
You guys stay awesome. You guys stay classy. And as always,
don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Dick.
Later.
Dick.